torque works, explained with plastic bricks. Torque is the measurement of rotational force acting on a point that causes an object to rotate. The rotation occurs around an axis of rotation, also known as pivot or fulcrum. A torque is the product of the force applied to a lever and the distance to the axis of rotation. Notice how these cubes are the same weight and share the same distance to the pivot point, and therefore the torque is the same on both sides. One cube can balance two if it is placed in the correct location. The further away from the pivot, the stronger the torque exerted by the cube. By doubling the distance from the fulcrum, the torque will be equal on both sides. Let's try to balance 3 cubes with 1 cube. Pay close attention to this one, because if the distance and the weight do not yield an equal torque, one side will go down. If the distance from the 3 cubes to the pivot is d1, then the distance to the single cube must be 3 times d1. However, notice that the center point of the single cube does not reach the distance required. Instead, it is located slightly to the left. This means the resultant torque of the left side will be higher and it will go down. One cube versus 4. One cube versus 5. Here we have 1 cube versus 8. However, we encounter enough friction at the fulcrum to keep the scale stable, despite a small imbalance. Remember that in real-world applications, we can get close to the math equations, but due to factors like friction, air resistance, and others, we have to compensate a little bit.